and welcome to Patrick's Models and Transport. And we're talking about model buildings again. So, this is the final block of buildings for the, what I call, for the Chapelon-Crosti layout, or what I call the square yard layout, because it's more or less the size of a square yard in imperial measurements, about 1 meter by 90 centimeters, so more or less we're there, or the 90 by 100 centimeter layout, which has been sort of set aside because actually I was waiting for all the buildings, or most of the buildings, to come. I might add something else, but they're small fry. Anyway, so in total, the small layout will have a station, a goods yard, a goods depot that I've not shown you yet because we're going to look at it together. We have to do not many jobs on that one. Mainly we have to fit out some blackout paper inside because I would like to illuminate it. It's very interesting as a Jouef model. The buildings are all Jouef, and the signal box, so I said the station, the goods depot, the signal box, which has to be, currently it's in the freezer because I'm going to dismantle even the two main sidewalls. I'm going to do the whole job because nothing's straight on that thing. And the 3 terraced houses, which are ready, the ones you've already seen in another video, and these 3 buildings here, with the shops, because you can't have a village without any shops. So tonight we're going to talk about these ones, and let's get a pointer in the form of a pencil. But let's get a long pencil. Let's use this one here. Okay, so of these buildings, which I bought second hand, of course, on Vinted, they arrived yesterday. I've got the buildings and the box, so having the box, I can actually have a good look, and I've also downloaded some photographs still from Vinted, which will give us a good idea of what's missing, because of course there are missing parts. So let's have a look. We'll just leave the box there in the background, and we'll talk about the building. And the light's shining on the box. Oops, let's prop it like that. Okay, already looking at the box, we see that the kit included gutters, vertical downpipes, 1, 2, 3, various, and the assembled kit has only got 2 downpipes here and here, and let's turn it around, and 2 here and here, which are actually pointing in the wrong direction, but now we'll talk about the gutters in a minute. The gutters, there are gutters, good, but the gutters have been fitted, let's see if you can see, upside down. So these gutters are not gathering any water. The water's pouring straight off them. Then you'll notice that there's no glazing at all. No glazing has been fitted. Again, probably, I'm going to have a look at the box now. This was probably assembled. Remember that model trains are a toy, and this might have been assembled by a not very expert juvenile, which is highly plausible. Let's have a look inside the box. In fact, look, there's a series of marks with a pen, and it's very nice to see these. So yes, somebody probably marked they had this one. So this is probably some kid that was building a layout many years ago. The windmill, or maybe that was what the kid was wanting. The public swimming, the swimming baths. So these are very interesting. And here we see a series of numbers written here. 1, 2, 3 around the box, you see. So this is very interesting because it's like a Jouef catalogue of all the different buildings that they made. Let's see what I've got. I've got this one, the house from Alsace. And let's see if there's my station. No, that's a different station. That's very nice. I'd seen one of them, but it was a bit too big for Here's our station. Here's our station. So if we look at the picture of our station, the one we have on the layout, it's missing all the fences here, see? So I've got plenty of Jouef fences, so I could actually base myself on this photograph to put the fence, to fit fences to it. That would be a good idea, because then you go in the station, you go in the door, and you don't just wander in across the platform. So that could be a definitely good idea. So that's nice. That gives us an idea of how it should be. That's our station. So number 1985, 1985. So that's our station. There's a modern block with TV aerials on top. That could be anywhere. That could be, this block could be in an Italian setting, a French setting, an Eastern European setting as well, with flat roof, and the balconies and things. Anyway, and let's see what else we have here. So this is very nice. I want to get myself, if possible, sooner or later, a Jouef catalogue. So anyway, let's have a look at, compare the drawing to the building itself. Right. So what's missing? The glazing is missing, the curtains are missing, the shop interiors are there, but something tells me that maybe there should have been some glazing in front of them, but we're not going to be taking them out. We're just going to leave it exactly as it is, because I don't want this stuff to get damaged. Luckily, the tobacconist sign here, this is a French tobacconist sign, tabac, that's there. The table and two chairs, which should be here, is missing. I think I'm just going to use this here as a support. Then the two metal supports for the sun blind, the two plastic supports are missing, but we can build them. That's easy done. Yes, no curtains, no glazing, but curtains and glazing, we can make them with paper. That's not a problem. The flowers and plants are actually there, so we've got the window boxes. That's nice. And let's see the other side. So what's missing here? Of course, the gutter here is missing. When we do the job, we will look through some photographs I've downloaded, so I know exactly more or less where to position the gutters, the downpipes. What else is missing here? Nothing else. Just there's the glazing. The glazing's not there at all. So the glazing's easy enough to make, because I've got plenty of glazing. I can use glazing. So I'll have to fit. What I'm going to have to do here is cover the interior walls with paper, black paper. That's one option. Paint them black, another option, and then paint the black a kind of ivory. I've got an ivory, which is good for reflecting the light. Then there's another problem. Missing chimney pot, but not only the chimney pot is missing, the actual top, if you look carefully here, the top of the chimney is missing, the top slab on top of the chimney. That's missing, and half a chimney here and half a chimney over there. So they're also missing. So there's going to be some work to do here. Then after I bought this, I saw another one which was slightly cheaper, and it came along with another railway building, which had all the chimneys were all complete, the gutters were complete. I would have eaten my hat at that point, but it was missing complete window frames at the back. The whole window frames were missing, so that would have been much more work to rebuild the window frame than just to put glazing, curtains, etc., etc. This, of course, this is a window that goes up to the stairs, so we don't need to worry too much about that. So that's the whole. So what I'm going to have to do here, talking about the practical side of the renovation. So first of all, replace all the missing parts, the downpipes. This roof here, one of the roofs is not very. Things have not been centered very well. This is sort of coming off, you can see. So this is going to go. Yet again, thank you, Ian Bugler75, for your advice. is it's going to go in the freezer. And we're going to open it up. I'm not going to dismantle it completely like with the signal box, because there's no need to do a full strip down here. It's not bad. But definitely this roof here is going to have to come off because it's not well centered. This roof here is needing attention. And actually that part here seems to be okay. This part over here, I don't really know. Maybe yes, maybe no, maybe no, not really. By the position, by the way the roof's there in the drawing, the roof is actually okay. It might be handy to just take off what comes off, or what is coming off, simply to be able to access and do a good job at painting the inside. But that could be easily done anyway. And the other thing that we have to do here is make the chimneys. So I was thinking, how am I going to make the chimneys? Because of course I don't have that right kind of profile and all the rest of it. I have plenty of balsa wood, which I can easily cut in. It's probably not thick enough, but I can make it. I can cut some sections of balsa wood and make the missing halves of the chimneys with balsa wood, and that will be very good, because that way I can fill up all the gaps. If there are any other gaps that are, for example, in my opinion, the roof here, thinking that this roof here should have been pushed further up. We'll see what comes off and what doesn't come off. If not, we fill things up. We just put some thin styrene here, painted silver around the base of the chimneys. That's not a problem. Or even better, we could even cut some strips of aluminium. That would do the job very well, like roofing lead. So that's easy done. Or even silver paper. We could do that even with silver paper, and that would be even less work, you know, not having to paint anything. So I could use silver paper. That way silver paper looks like roofing lead, and we're there more or less, you know, that goes at the top here around the chimneys and the like, or something. Anyway, we'll find a solution. That's not a problem. Anyway, these are the three houses. So we've got Café de la Gare Tabac. You can go for a coffee, for a meal, a glass of wine. We're in France. You can buy yourself a packet of, it's a tabac, whatever you buy the tabac. Gitan. Anyway, smoking is not a good idea. It's a very bad habit. And but of course the layout includes the tabac. We're in France. So dear Mr. YouTube, don't tell me off because I'm mentioning the dreaded plant with the very big leaves. Okay. Okay, and here we've got a shop called Au Bon Beurre. It's I think it's mostly a vegetable shop more than general. Here's a butcher, so we can buy ham, jambon in French, salami, saucisson, and here we have some very glamorous looking French ladies in here. Oh, let's see. This one with a red dress. This blonde with a blue dress. This other one with a green dress and her basket. Nice flowers. Nice feminine touch in the shops. What shop could I go underneath? I could frequent all three of these. Okay. Anyway, so mainly what do we have to do? Recap. After it's been in the freezer, try and get the gutters off and put them on the right way round. Hopefully that will be possible without major disasters. This thing seems to have been glued down in a very... Maybe we can get them off. Oh, that one's coming off by itself. Perfect. Good. We don't even need to put it in the freezer. So, oh, that's also coming off. Good. good. I think I'll pop this in the freezer and we'll be laughing afterwards. Anyway, so that's the village shops, which are really very, very nice. I'm looking forward to getting this job. At least I'm pleased that the tobacconists, the tabac sign is here, which is a sort of diamond in France. In Italy, it's a blue sign with a T for tabacchi. An official name is Sali Tabacchi because nowadays they don't sell salt, but you can buy salt at the tobacconists because salt used to be a state monopoly in Italy. And so you could only buy it in old days at the shop, at specific shops that sold salt, which were also the tobacconists. And so, of course, at the tobacconist, you do lots and lots of different services. You can buy stationery, you can buy, you can play the lottery ticket, etc., etc. You can even receive parcels nowadays. It's a collection point for all the various services from Vinted to Amazon to you name it. You can pay bills, you can buy cigarettes, tobacco, pipe tobacco, cigars and all the rest of it, and many other services. So we still have tobacconists in Italy. Bus tickets, for example, stamps, revenue stamps, and sometimes places are also sort of café to buy. This is a classic thing you'd get even in Italy in a small village. You would get the cafe with the tobacconists included, no? And maybe even a restaurant here, so get a nice meal there. Okay, so these are our village shops. Looking forward to getting them going. This has not got priority at the moment because the priority now is to reassemble the signal box because there's more work there, and then also maybe to have a look at the station and decide what fences to put around the station. I'm not saying I'm going to make it exactly like the one in the drawing. What is it? The station. So do all this fence work here around it. It could be an idea. Definitely could be an idea. I could look up and see if I can find a photograph of this box on internet, because I have assorted fences that I've got plenty of Jouef fences that I can actually fence the whole station round properly, and that would be a very good idea. Definitely would be. We have a good drawing here. We can actually see what we're going to do with the station, so it definitely needs to be fenced in. So that's very nice, and yes, there should be some flowers here and the like. I have some flower boxes, and I can easily make some flowers using some foam. This is just foam, or wee bits of sponges, and let's just colour them in with paint, even with poster paint, or even with a red pen or something, and give that kind of flower effect, plant effect. Okay, very well. So let me know what you think about this, these buildings, and that's it for the moment. What was I going to say? I'm going to be doing some tidying in here because there's this room is turning into a total mess, and to make the desk slash model filming etc area station a bit less crowded. So here where I have my drawer, plastic drawer with all the odds and ends, and I've got another one, and I'm going to tidy things up. Okay, if you like the video, give it a like, subscribe to the channel, click the notification bell, and let me know your comments. Cheerio, and see you next time. Ciao ciao, or au revoir. Seeing we're very French lately.